Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here with the review of a movie that came out in theaters in limited release, a couple weeks ago. And to my shock and awe, it actually came around here about a week ago, as it expanded its release, and I was pumped because I really wanted to see this movie. I am a fan of the movie The Room, and if you've never heard of either one of my reviews that I did on this movie, or at least just check out clips of this movie on YouTube because you're really missing something if you've never heard of the movie The Room. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a biopic on the making of the film starring James Franco. My review of the 2017 comedy drama, The Disaster Artist, coming up now.
This is the rhythm of the night. Oh, night. Oh, yeah.
While at an acting class, young aspiring thespian Greg Sestero meets the extremely unique Tommy Wiseau. The two decide to be scene partners and soon end up becoming good friends. The duo end up moving to LA in hopes of finally making it big. When things don't exactly go their way, Tommy decides to write his own film for the two of them to star in. After writing the script for his movie known as The Room, Tommy funds, directs, produces, and acts in one of the craziest films ever made. So what did I think of The Disaster Artist? I thought it's a fantastic comedy drama. It, of course, is a biopic on the making of the infamous movie The Room, which has been hailed as the Citizen Kane of bad movies, and based on Greg Sestero's book of the same name. Over the years, The Room has become a cult classic, and while you might get a little more out of this movie by being familiar with it, you certainly don't have to have seen it to be able to enjoy The Disaster Artist. I enjoyed seeing how Tommy and Greg's friendship began, as well as all the zaniness that happened between them over the years. Of course, the film also shows the making of the infamous scenes from The Room, including the crazy rooftop and those awkward bedroom scenes. At the end of the film, we see side-by-side comparisons of the actual footage and the remade scenes, and they're spectacularly close. We also see some of the horror stories from the set, like Tommy not paying for air conditioning or providing water to be more like Alfred Hitchcock, making the cast go through extreme circumstances, but bought a private toilet for himself. Speaking of Tommy, we get a little bit of a closer look at one of the most mysterious men in cinema, as no one, not even Greg, knows where he's from, how old he is, or how he made his money. There are some very funny moments, and I found myself laughing out loud very often. There are even some touching and even emotional elements throughout where we feel bad for the characters, especially Tommy at the premiere of his film as he hears the audience react for the first time. James Franco directs and stars as Tommy Wiseau, the fascinating and eccentric actor who creates and stars in his own film. Franco gives a great performance here and sometimes makes you even forget that it's him and deserves some award nomination love this award season. Also in the cast, Dave Franco as Greg Sestero, Tommy's best friend who moves out to LA with him and co-stars in The Room for better or worse. Seth Rogen as Sandy Shakelair, the script supervisor baffled by what he's seeing unravel on the set. Ari Grainer as Juliette Danielle, the actress who portrays Lisa in The Room. Alison Brie as Amber, Greg's girlfriend, who Tommy begins to get jealous of. And Josh Hutcherson as Philip Haltman, the actor who portrays Denny in the movie The Room. There are also a ton of fun cameos throughout as well. The Disaster Artist is a hilarious and inspiring film that will make both diehard fans of The Room and newcomers delighted. I'm going to give it the rating of A-List approved. That's right, it gets the A-List seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.